The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! One, Omaha. Check. Hey, Orville.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Easy. Sonny.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
6 man. 21, 21. 13, 13. 44. Hey, echo. 44.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, flip it, flip it, flip it. Switch. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Back.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Green, come and see. Let him know. Right there, 54, right there. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Winston. The open man is Westbrook. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This will be taken in at the 1.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Second and 9 at the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 down, 3 down.
2. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
44, Mike.
My 7.
Get up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Check, block 54. I'm going to come back to you. Back to you.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Mike, 54.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Bandit. Slam. Wait.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57.
Jameis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a of struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On second down, it's Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Here we go. Wait.
You got 3.
White. Sit hot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Tennessee.
Here we go. 180.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Kill. Check 50. Come on. Sunday. Check 6.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the 44, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Winston on third and 2. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Right here.
They run the counter. Richard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do.
Here's Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check 31. Check. Flip it. Safety cream. Hatchet.
Let's convert.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Shift. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They sought the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Show it.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Just like that.
Now Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Black 22.
57. Stop your whining. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw is Winston. He wants it all for the end. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
21. Go ahead.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 17 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you.
Winston now. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Winston now 9 of 17 through the air.
No. Off. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let it roll. Rest. Kill. Here we go. Hey. Hey, stop. Let's go. Kill. Green, triple T. Hey, turn it up.
Now Leonard Fournette. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And even. Here we go, even.
Final play of the half here. Winston gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time.
Again, it's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Stay with your man.
On 3rd down, Winston going for the deep ball and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Undercrunch. Shoot. 22-jet bomber. Block. Hey, box truck.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
We want it. Come to my world.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Mike 57.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
General West.
85. Watch 85. Check safety, check safety. Switch.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 11. 2.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Here we go.
Mike Bobo. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shit.
12, fellas, here we go. Flag! Set. 61, matchbox, white.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Titans.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Let's get it.
That's the end.
Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Back now in Jacksonville.
Here we go.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Winston. The open man is Shark. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Winston. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, stop. Green, triple team.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jameis again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
11.
Check. Lucky. 36.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
We got 3.
2. Bravo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Humphries. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have enough.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait,
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
man.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Also be done. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.